Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. Unlocking the Power of External Drivers, a comprehensive guide to extrinsic motivation. We've all been there, doing something just for the reward or recognition that comes with it. Maybe you're a student striving for good grades to get into your dream college, or an employee working hard to earn a promotion. Whatever the case, there's a driving force behind your actions. This force is called extrinsic motivation, and it plays a significant role in shaping our behavior. Extrinsic motivation is a powerful tool that can boost our productivity, encourage us to take risks, and push us to achieve our goals. But what exactly is extrinsic motivation, and how does it impact our lives? In this video, we'll explore the concept of extrinsic motivation, its importance in driving human behavior, and how you can harness its power to achieve your goals. Understanding extrinsic motivation. When it comes to motivation, we often wonder what drives people to achieve their goals. Is it a desire to succeed, a need for recognition, or something else entirely? In this section, we'll explore the concept of extrinsic motivation, its types, and how it differs from intrinsic motivation. Definition and explanation. Extrinsic motivation refers to the drive to engage in an activity or achieve a goal due to external factors, rather than personal interest or enjoyment. These external factors can be tangible rewards, social recognition, or even fear of punishment. Extrinsic motivation can be further divided into two subtypes. External regulation. This type of motivation is driven by external rewards or pressures, such as money, grades, or social status. Introjected regulation. This type of motivation is driven by internalized external pressures, such as feelings of guilt or shame. Examples of extrinsic motivation include a student studying hard to get good grades to please their parents, an employee working long hours to earn a promotion and a higher salary, an athlete training rigorously to win a championship and gain recognition. Differences between extrinsic and intrinsic motivation. While extrinsic motivation relies on external factors, intrinsic motivation is driven by personal interest, enjoyment, and satisfaction. The key differences between the two are: source of motivation. Extrinsic motivation comes from outside, while intrinsic motivation comes from within. Type of reward. Extrinsic motivation is driven by tangible rewards, while intrinsic motivation is driven by intangible rewards, such as personal satisfaction and enjoyment. Level of autonomy. Extrinsic motivation often involves external control, while intrinsic motivation involves a sense of autonomy and self-direction. To illustrate the difference, consider the following: a musician who plays music for the joy of it, intrinsic motivation, versus a musician who plays music to become famous and wealthy, extrinsic motivation. A writer who writes because they love storytelling, intrinsic motivation, versus a writer who writes to get published and earn a living, extrinsic motivation. Understanding the differences between extrinsic and intrinsic motivation can help us better appreciate what drives human behavior and how to cultivate motivation that is sustainable and fulfilling. Types of extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is a complex and multifaceted concept that can be driven by various factors. While it's often viewed as a single entity, extrinsic motivation can be broken down into distinct types, each with its own set of characteristics and influences. Understanding these different types is crucial for recognizing what drives our behavior and how we can harness extrinsic motivation to achieve our goals. Reward-based motivation. Who doesn't love a good reward? Whether it's a monetary incentive, recognition, or praise, rewards have a profound impact on our extrinsic motivation. By offering a tangible benefit, rewards can motivate us to take action, push ourselves harder, and strive for excellence. For instance, a salesperson might be driven to meet their quarterly targets because of the promise of a bonus or commission. Similarly, an athlete might train tirelessly to win a championship and bask in the glory of recognition. However, it's essential to note that reward-based motivation can have its downsides. Overemphasizing rewards can lead to an over-reliance on external validation, undermining our intrinsic motivation and creativity. Moreover, rewards can create an expectation of entitlement, where we start to believe that we deserve a reward simply for showing up. Social motivation. Humans are social creatures, and our behavior is often influenced by the people around us. Social motivation is a powerful driver of extrinsic motivation, where we're motivated by social pressures, norms, and expectations. We might conform to certain behaviors or attitudes because we want to fit in, avoid social exclusion, or gain approval from our peers. For example, a person might join a gym because their friends are members, or participate in a charity event because it's a socially acceptable thing to do. Social media platforms also exploit social motivation, using likes, shares, and followers to encourage us to share content and engage with others. Fear-based motivation. Fear is a primal motivator that can drive us to take action. Fear-based motivation relies on the threat of punishment, negative consequences, or loss to motivate us. This type of motivation can be effective in the short term, but it can also lead to anxiety, stress, and burnout. Imagine a student who's motivated to study for an exam because they fear failing and disappointing their parents. While this fear might drive them to put in extra effort, it can also create a toxic relationship with learning, where the student becomes more focused on avoiding failure than genuinely understanding the material. In each of these types of extrinsic motivation, we can see how external factors influence our behavior and drive us to take action. By recognizing and understanding these different types, we can begin to harness the power of extrinsic motivation to achieve our goals and improve our overall well-being. Theories and models of extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is a complex phenomenon that has been studied by psychologists and researchers for decades. To understand what drives us to act and behave in certain ways, we need to look at the underlying theories and models that explain extrinsic motivation. In this section, we'll explore two influential theories that shed light on the role of external factors in motivating our behavior. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You might have heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but have you ever wondered how it relates to extrinsic motivation? Let's break it down. Maslow's theory proposes that human beings have different levels of needs, ranging from basic physiological needs to self-actualization. The idea is that we're motivated to fulfill our lower-level needs before moving on to the higher-level ones. Here's the thing. Our basic needs, such as food, water, and shelter, are often met through external means, like a paycheck or a comfortable living situation. These external rewards can motivate us to work hard and achieve our goals, at least initially. However, as we move up the hierarchy, our needs become more intrinsic, and external motivators might not be as effective. For instance, once our basic needs are met, we might start seeking recognition, respect, or a sense of belonging, which are more internal drivers. So, how does Maslow's theory relate to extrinsic motivation? In essence, it suggests that external rewards can be effective motivators, but only up to a point. As we grow and develop, our needs become more complex and internal drivers take over. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll explore more strategies to unlock the power of external drivers. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.